everyone. I'm Shannon Brown, and I'm the clinical director here at Telecare SOAR. And one of the things that we're doing here that's very exciting is we've started the process of integrating the Common Ground program here in our program that I believe will be integrated sometime in early next year. But the training process is familiarizing ourselves with the technology has been really exciting. So what it is it's a software that is used by our members to better communicate with their doctor in terms of their recovery and the medicines that they use. It incorporates a lot of personal statements and assesses one's current mental health status so that they can, in more practical terms, ask their doctor, how can I achieve my recovery goal? And so some examples of that are personal power statements. So I had to practice doing that sort of myself, and it's been my way of really getting a feel for what the software has to offer. And so, for instance, a power statement someone might make would be that I want to be a great mom and spend lots of time with my kids and do the activities that we used to do together, like go to movies and play games and all of that. But my medicine makes me so tired that I can't do that anymore. So how can I be able to have the life back that I used to have? And so my power statement is I value being all of these things, and I would like to be able to do that again. And so what that helps a doctor, what that helps a patient do with their doctor is learn how they can avoid some of the side effects and work on a medicine plan that works for them, that integrates their values and their personal medicine, the activities that they like to do so that they can be live fuller lives and have an opportunity to communicate their needs to their doctor in a way that is, to me, innovative and effective. Pat Deacon and Associates. So our recovery guru has developed this software for our members to better communicate with their doctor. So you can find that on her website, and there's a lot of additional information about the types of tools used within that technology. The other two are our telecare programs. One's in Oregon, and I think the other one is, I know it's further south, so somewhere, I think maybe LA. I believe early 2011. So we'll start a new year with a new program or a new technology to use that every member should be able to use. And another part of that technology that I think is makes it innovative is that there are peer specialists that are used within that system. So those of us that are trained in the model will train consumers to work with other consumers to use the technology, and that's ongoing. You always have a peer specialist support during the questionnaire process and the ongoing updates on progress made in recovery and challenges that one might face and needs that one might have, and so you have really that sort of peer-to-peer support throughout that. So when someone comes into the doctor's office, they would spend, they usually would arrive, say, a little bit early, 15-20 minutes early before an appointment, and they would sit down in front of a computer with a peer specialist, and they would complete a series of questions about, would you like to update your power statement? Would you like to update your personal medicine plan? Do you have any questions for the doctor? How have you been feeling lately? Are you sleeping okay? Are you eating okay? Are there there are specific questions that really connect with one's recovery plan? So someone's interests are to be more active, or to sleep more or sleep less, whatever that might be. The questions are very tailored to what are your personal goals. So once they've completed their survey, a printout is automatically sent to the doctor. A doctor can print them out and review it, and discuss it with a patient, and they can come up with a plan by the end of the session. What currently happens is I think a lot of folks go into their sessions with their doctors, and they do what they can to communicate their needs, but not always have may not have had the tools before to know what to ask, how to ask it, when to ask it, so that they can be a more active participant in their recovery, rather than I'm sleepy a lot, help me out, or rather than I'm experiencing this side effect, what do I do? But really, in the grand scheme of their life's in the grand scheme of their recovery plan, the grand scheme of their life's goal, and their personal values and their personal interests, how does the medicine fit in? And so that they can ask more broad range of questions to really help one live a fuller and more improved quality of life. They would use the tool every time they go back to the doctor. It would be constantly updated, and it can be a big part of their ongoing communication. In fact, it would be their main tool for communicating needs. And some folks will find it useful, and there might be some folks that would kind of rather communicate a different way, and that's fine. We really want to give folks as many resources as possible so that they can achieve the benchmarks in their recovery that they've been looking for, and why they came into our program. Those are the types of services that they deserve and we should offer. I think that's the best part of the software, is that over time you can begin to see some of the changes. That in the initial survey, one might recognize that they have been experiencing an increased amount of side effects or increased amount of difficulty and challenges, whereas in 6 months into observing their progress, recognizing that I am more active, my mood is a little more, I'm less sensitive to some of the challenges and stressors that I've been struggling with, and so I've had a lot more success in my ability to do the things that I used to do and that were biggest interest for me. So I think the hardest part of our job sometimes is, what are those little baby step successes? And so one good thing about the ongoing sort of reports, if you will, is that it's sometimes it's hard for us in our own lives to see the little things that are getting better. These reports, these ongoing updates really ask the question, what's better? And not just what's worse, but that I am feeling a little bit better in this area. So how can we build on that? And so ongoing over time, I think it really does bring to light the what's better in people's lives.